JD here, and today we've got this pocket-sized little fella.
This is the Eachine E57, and it's a small pocket-sized folding quadcopter. Now, on one end we have a 720p camera, on the other end we have a charging port. In the middle we have an on and off button, and either side of the quadcopter, if squeezed, then all of the propeller arms will just pop out, giving you the propellers that you need in order to fly. Once you have finished with those propellers, then it's quite a simple operation just to push them back down, and they just click back into the main body of the quadcopter.
And here she is. A little drone, quite tidy size. Reminds me of old TDK tapes. But as I was saying, there's two buttons either side here, one here and one here. When you push them, when you depress them both, the motors just pop up. That's quite nice. That's a little bit different to the standard folding quadcopters that we've seen. And this is a recommendation. This recommendation has come from Scott G. Cheers very much, mate, for that recommendation. Right then, what we're going to do in this test is we're going to take her up with the transmitter, fly her around a bit, then we're going to bring her down and take her back up using the smartphone. So with that, folks, let's get into the mat. Okay, let's just set this up then. So little camera at the front, let's have that point in at the front there. This isn't as level as I would have liked. There we go, that's pretty good. Right then, let's turn her on. Nice red LEDs to the back, blue to the front. This is the little Eachine transmitter. It's tiny. Let's take her up with this first. So little click of the on button, and then single one up and one down to bind. As usual, we're using the left throttle stick there. Then this little button here is the calibration button. So if you push that once, the LEDs flash, gyro is now calibrated. It is as easy as that. There's no thumbstick combination in order to calibrate the gyros, just that one button. So with that, folks, let's take her up.
Alright, there we go. She is up. So there are two speed modes with this particular quadcopter, slow and fast. So let's just have a little look at these 3D flips for a second. So we've got left shoulder button, click down, and then directional movement. Oh, she comes down. She does do it, but she feels quite heavy when she's doing it as well. Probably because these little motors, bless them, are working quite hard. Let's do it again. Hey! Right, okay, let's take her out a little bit. Let's increase the speed a little bit. 2 beeps, speed mode 2, quadcopter dips quite furiously actually. Wow, okay. She seems alright, you know. Little pocket quad, great for indoors. I'm using her out today because we've had so much bad weather the past couple of days. I just really wanted to get out of the house. Blue LEDs to the front, you can see them really bright. Because she is so small as well, she's next to silent as she passes you. There's no sort of high-pitched whirring, high-pitched screaming. And because of her shape as well, and the way that she's built, you can see her really quite easily from some of the other nano quads, which I have to generally keep quite close to me. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Right then. I'm going to take her around one more time, and because of this really short battery life, it has about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, then I'm going to bring her back down and I'm going to take her up with the smartphone, see if we can get a little bit of FPV on her as well. Nice, okay. One more 3D flip just for good measure. Oh, is that the battery already? No, can't be. LEDs are flashing. Okay, let's bring her down anyway, and let's take her back up with the smartphone. And let's see if we can get a little bit of FPV from her before this battery does run out. Right then, okay, right, so for this, it does look as if that battery is running out. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is just turn off the transmitter, turn off the quadcopter again for the second, give it a chance to reset itself there. Okay, let's connect to the Wi-Fi. Should be an open Wi-Fi network, same as what we've seen. There we are, UAV. So let's just connect to that. Job done. Right, okay. And then I'm thinking, let me give it a go on Eachine UFO. Probably not, it's probably Eachine Fly. Yeah, Eachine Fly it is. There we are, perfect. Oh, let's turn that back around. Click play. Are you going to show me anything, buddy? Yeah, you are. There we go, perfect. So what I'm going to do to try and maximise this this battery that we've got in here, because we haven't had it up in the air for long, I'm just going to record my screen. There we go. Okay, let's turn on the thumbsticks. Let's calibrate that gyro. Perfect. Let's take her up then, folks. So, put on altitude hold mode and then take her up. Whoa! She flew right backwards towards me then. Okay, let's take her up. Okay, so this camera looks to be really ineffective. Let me have a little look and see if there's anything covering that camera lens. Doesn't look to be. No, there's nothing covering that lens. Right, let's take her out. These LEDs are flashing as well, so I'm just conscious that we probably haven't got that long with her in the air. As a little flyer, she's alright. She's very stable when she flies. I don't want you thinking that because this short battery life I'm saying that she's not good. No, not at all. She flies well. She has quite a nice little air presence, but this battery life is shockingly short. Tell you what, we're on 30% speed as well, so it's not as if I'm going to just rag her in 100% or in speed mode 2 for this particular quadcopter. I can't get over how absolutely silent she is. Beautiful, really nice, glides through the air, even on smartphone. You know, even when you're controlling, a smartphone is not my preferred medium for controlling these quadcopters. Oh, she's going down, that's it. Yeah, that's the battery. Right. Okay, there we go. Firstly, let me say I love all recommendations that come in, so thank you, Scott, for this a lot, mate. I will be doing this indoor as well. I thought I would start out outdoor, to be honest with you, but the thing is even though we're in an outdoor setting, and even though this is an indoor quadcopter, and even though we have no breeze here today, it's beautiful. This copter flew really, really nicely. I was really quite happy with the way it flew. Took off the transmitter first of all, no problem at all. Took her up to an altitude, flew her around a bit, banked her a couple of times. Again, brilliant. Turns, no problem. Same as we've seen from Eachine in the past, a lovely little copter. Now, the problem came with the battery life. Now, I had this on charge for about 2 hours if memory serves, and from that now we had about 5 minutes of flight. Now, that's not, you know, that is sort of on par with a lot of other indoor quadcopters, but still I would have liked this to be a little bit longer. Now, as it goes for the battery's just in the back bay here. It's a little bit wet from when it just it landed, unfortunately. But all in all, I thought this was a little fun guy. Now, I'm quite intrigued to see how that camera footage comes out, because on the smartphone it looked really, really, really sort of muffled, like as if there was something covering that lens. So I'm quite intrigued to see how that comes out. Now, obviously, when we go indoors, we're going to be putting this into its proper setting. So there we are, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.